If you're MAGA, you probably think the biggest threat to America are liberals. And if you're liberal, you probably think the biggest threat to America is MAGA and Donald Trump. Well, I'm telling you, you're all wrong. We actually have a common enemy, the one that we should truly be fighting. But most people don't really know who that is because it seems so obscure. I even often talk about it and I say special interests, billionaires, and corporations. So I'm going to tell you explicitly because this is something that very few people understand. There's actually three levels of special interest, and it's really simple. And if you learn this and you understand this, then you'll know who our common enemy really is. So when you talk about the least nefarious, but still a huge problem, it's the normal corporate special interests. These could be, I call it profit over people. These are the normal special interests that are trying to make more money. It could be any corporate lobbyists, such as the defense industry and military complex, big pharma, or anything like that. It could be even the NRA, who just truly care about gun manufacturers and ammunition sellers to make more money. And that's a problem all in its own. And it's a really big threat to America because we know since Citizens United, those groups can flood the elections with so much money. And it means our representation represents them and not us. But that's only the least nefarious. Then one level up in these special interests are foreign agents, foreign infiltrators. You can think about them as foreign governments and their foreign agents that are all over our politics. They come from Russia, they come from China, and they even come from allies like IS and many, many other places. Now, these foreign invaders, what they're trying to do is influence our government in ways that get them the most favorable outcome to their interests. So there's nothing abnormal here. But make no mistake about it, these countries have agendas in order to make America weaker and to support their interests and not ours. But that's only the mid-level. The most nefarious and the biggest threat and the common enemy to all of us. It's two groups that are essentially domestic terrorists, and they are the Christian nationals and the corporate dictators. So let me explain, because these two, they're the ones trying to tear down democracy and control everything. The first one is a small group of corporate dictators. They come from the old PayPal mafia. They have people like Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Ellison, and many others. They want to control, and they've said this point blank, they've said this publicly, that they believe democracy is a failure and that they should control government. And they want to install a corporate monarchy. Now, they already have agents in our government. Two of them are David Sachs, and the one that you know best is J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, who's been fully funded by Peter Thiel and this organization that I often refer to as the dark MAGA mafia, because they're not MAGA, they're dark MAGA. And they have dark intentions to utilize MAGA in order to take over our democracy and turn it into a corporate dictatorship. And then there's one other group in this sort of coup d'etat group of people, and that's the Christian nationals. And those are the people behind Project 2025. And they are people like the Heritage Foundation, the Cambridge Institute, and internally, their agent is Stephen Miller and a couple of other people inside the administration. These people are religious fascists. They want to take America to a theocracy, a place where government is ruled by Christian values. These people have no respect for the Constitution and to our democracy. And these are the groups of people that are the common threat. So while it is all special interest and billionaires that you often hear, it actually goes much deeper than that. So what I ask you to do is please join my live streams. Well, I'll talk about this in more detail. And if you want to eradicate or eliminate all the special interests, all three of these groups from our political system, then I tell you to join me here at TK Civics, because I actually have a plan that could make it happen. And it revolves around a 28th Amendment, where all elections have to be publicly funded by individuals, meaning human beings. Corporations are not people. These dictators, these corporate dictators, should have no influence on a country that's supposed to be for the people, by the people. Again, if you want to make that happen, please like and follow and repost this video far and wide. And I'll have so much more to say on this topic in my lives and in future videos.